In my overview of Twinmotion, I will synchronize it with my BIM model, dress up the scene in a matter of minutes. I will show you different output options, and finally talk a little about virtual reality and the impact it has on a client. To start, here's a project that I modeled in Archicad. I use a readily available add-on to synchronize my project with Twinmotion. Twinmotion will automatically open, and one of my options is the creation of a new project. Let's give Twinmotion some processing time, and it will open the project. First, let me explore the material that I'd like to use on this project. Twinmotion includes, out of the box, a comprehensive materials library. I can select a brick finish, but my personal preference goes towards the black stone that I just select, drag, and apply. I can define how reflective the stone can be, as well as the size of my texture. I would also like to change the glass within the project, changing its opacity. I could have also changed its color and other properties. So as you see, you can explore many building material finishes options. As an example, what if I want to change the asphalt? I pick up the dedicated material, then drag and drop it to the corresponding surface that I'd like to change. Once I'm happy with my surfaces, I start building my scene, and I'm gonna start putting some trees within the surrounding environment. So basically, I pick up a bunch of trees and then apply them into the model in a paint-like manner. So I'm going to scatter trees around my scene, and you will see it will make a tremendous effect in 3D. But before I go into 3D, while I'm still in the top view, let me also draw a vehicle path. This will display cars passing by in front of my project. I just need to click on several points, forming a straight line. And once I'm done, you can automatically see vehicles passing along that line that I just drew. I can ask for the cars to go both ways, and can also increase the amount of lanes. I'm coming back into the perspective view and adding some people. These are also available in my library. I can choose a character and then drag it into the scene, or I can choose a group of people and drag them that same way. I can keep adding people, textures, vegetation, cars passing by. Since this is a 10-minute overview of Twinmotion, I just would like to jump into the deliverables that you get after working on the scene roughly around half an hour. What you get is multiple still images, multiple animations, but also what we call presenter, a self-contained executable that is read-only and that you can use for your presentations or share it with your client. Let's open it up and see how it works. The presenter contains the whole model as well as saved views that allow me to jump from one area of the project to the other. The navigation happens in a game-like manner. I can go, for example, from the outside to the inside, and therefore take my client in a virtual visit of the project. In our example, I just jump to the entrance and then navigate into the atrium that's just above it. And then go inside one of the offices and display the central whirlpool. Anywhere in my model, I can change the time of day and get the impact of the sun in any room. But I can also switch into a night view and enjoy a beautiful night sky. I mentioned earlier still images and animations. Let's look at some examples. Here's my animation. It took around 4 to 5 minutes to prepare. The client gets to explore the project in its integrity. We are providing him a better experience, and he would understand his project better and take his decisions faster. I hope you liked this overview of Twinmotion. I would like to just mention that you get this software, Twinmotion, for free, along with a current version of Archicad. So I've shown you immersive presentation through Presenter, as well as high-resolution images and video animations that get prepared in minutes. Now let's talk about virtual reality. If you have your VR gear connected to your computer, within one single click, you can activate the VR mode. To further explain the advantages of virtual reality using it with Archicad and Twinmotion, I have one of our users explaining it way better than I do. This is Kenny Adler, architect based in Colorado in the United States.
Most recently, the biggest thing for us has been virtual reality. What we see from these clients when we give them that first VR tour is just amazing. They can get into the model and they can experience. You can actually feel the size and scale of this project from the inside looking out, as opposed from the outside looking in, which is what previous technologies have allowed us to do.
We commonly will communicate our designs to the owner through immersive VR, and we'll encourage them to walk through the project as if they were working there or living there.
You can open doors, you can turn on lights, you can turn on the fireplace. It's really extraordinary, the ability you have not just to view the space, but also interact with that space.
And the response has really been incredible. Lots of smiles.
This is extraordinary.
That look on their face when they realize, oh, I get what they're talking about.
For us, it's such an integral part of our business model, and it allows us to do what we do. We would not be the same firm without it. I'm sure I wouldn't be a 10-person firm taking on 35 projects without the benefit of the BIM software.